Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Faizal Kasmani. You are now with USIMLIVE TV, and today we're going to talk about a very current and important topic, particularly for Malaysian, for Muslim, and for Palestinians. We're going to talk about Palestinian at war, what comes next. And today we are very fortunate to have Dr. Wesam with us and Dr. Ilhad with us. Assalamualaikum, Dr. Wesam. Thank you so much for being with us. Dr. Wesam is our lecturer at the Faculty of Leadership and Management Communication Program, and likewise Dr. Ilhad also the lecturers at the Communication Program. And why we invited both of you, because first thing is we want to hear the sort of first-hand experience and first-hand information from both of you, because both of you are Palestinians. Dr. Wesam is from Gaza and Dr. Ilhad is from West Bank. And I know this is probably not so good time to invite both of you, because what's happening now in Gaza, Palestinian is being pounded by Israel as we are talking right now. But I think the Malaysian want to know, want to be educated, and want to get the latest information about what's happening. And I understand that for Dr. Wesam, your family is still in there, and Alhamdulillah, so far they're still safe. And let's pray for Dr. Wesam family, and I understand Dr. Ilhad's friends, and the others for the whole Palestinian, inshallah. Okay, my first questions, but before that, I probably want to ask about this conflict of that were faced by Palestinians. This is not a recent. I think if we goes back to the early 1900s when the Zionists started their plan to steal Palestinian land, it has happened in about 100 years. And there are 1948, the creation of the State of Israel, and there's 1967 war, there's several intifada, and recently in 2021, there's also an attack on Palestinians near Al-Aqsa. But now we see that it is quite an unprecedented attack by Hamas. Okay, I know that if I say the use attacked by Hamas, it seems like Hamas is starting it, but which it is not. Palestinian has been attacked daily. But why the attack by Hamas in early Saturday is quite different from the attack that they have? Dr. Wesam, do you want to start?
Okay, it's okay. Welcome, Prof. Faisal and your viewers in UCM TV. Before I answer this question, it's important actually to mention the history. I will not go back for 100 years, just the last, let's say that 20 years. If we want to start since 2006 until now, Israel imposed a siege on Gaza since 2006 until now. We speak about 16 to 17 years. The people in Gaza live under siege. If you want to highlight this situation there, I can tell you and the viewers, all of them, the Palestinians in Gaza, they can't leave to anywhere. If they want, for example, if I want to speak about myself, if I want to travel from Gaza to outside, I need at least 1 year to have this chance to get out of Gaza. If we want to speak about the students, we have some students here, Palestinian students. They are struggling because they can't leave Gaza to come here to do their viva or to participate to their study or to interact as usual people in the world. For Malaysian, for example, what is the differences between the Palestinian and the Malaysian? If you want to travel out, just you can book your ticket and the flight. This is the normal situation for the whole people in the whole world. But for Palestinian, it's so complicated. If you want to travel, you need to plan, to start to think about that. You need to think about the border, if it's open or closed. You want to write your name in a list, a waiting list to wait until the border is open. Then after that, to see whether you are allowed to cross or not. Maybe it will take between 6 months to 1 year or more than that. If we want to speak about the ill people who want to have medication, let's say that outside Gaza, also they need to register their name. They have to wait for a long time. Some people were dead.
It's inhuman. I mean, the situation is inhuman.
Yeah. Inhuman. They did while they are waiting for their turn to travel to seek medication. Why they can't get the medication inside Gaza? Because of the siege. The hospitals are not prepared. There is no medication or enough, let's say that, medication. Not all kind of medicine or equipment are available for the Palestinians. So it's so complicated actually. Imagine that the people in Gaza live on this since 20 years until now. This is one case. If we want to add more, the farmers in Gaza, the fishermen in Gaza, the normal people, they do a normal activity. They want to export their products to overseas. They are prohibited, not allowed to do that. So all what they did, it's come out as a result with nothing by the end. This kind of situation make the people feel angry. Okay, they want to live as a normal people. They want to interact as a normal. So all these procedure and more by the Israeli imposed against the Palestinian in Gaza. By the way, not Gaza only, West Bank also, but the situation is different. Okay, the situation, Dr. Ilhad can speak more about the West Bank, but all these actions against the Palestinian make the people feel angry and they want to ask for their rights. This what make the action by the people inside Gaza to ask for their rights. If we want to come to your point, you asked why this time Hamas started. Okay, as I mentioned, or as I told, and you told that, by the way, this come as a result of 16 or 20 years of the siege. During that siege, we have until now 5 major wars: 2008, 2012, 2014, 2021, and October this year, the current war. Between all these times, there is no calm. Every week, every month, there is some escalation.
We saw the videos of, the Israel starting to get into the Al-Aqsa mosque, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that is probably quite blatant for. How about for Palestinian? Is that really blatant when they do that,
yes,
or it's happened all the time?
Not only for the Palestinian, also
for Muslim, the whole Muslim. I understand, but
cannot accept like
is that happened quite often, or that is like it's very brazen for Israel to do that last time?
This is one of the main reasons of launching this attack. Not me say that. If we want to get back to the Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh talk, he in his talk after this attack started, he mentioned 4 reasons why they start or why they launch this attack. The main reason is Al-Aqsa mosque. So he said that we sent a lot of warning to the Israeli through the neighbor countries, warning them, don't do that because Al-Aqsa is the holy place for all Muslims and we don't accept that. But he said the Israeli did not, they ignore all his warning, or Hamas warning, let's say that, or the Palestinian warning, because not only Hamas engaged in this in this war, all the Palestinian groups or militant groups engaged in this. Even the Palestinian official Palestinian Authority they mention that by the Palestinian leaders, they mentioned that Israel should or must stop attacking Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. Furthermore, Ismail, Haniya said they have a confirmed information about the next action by Israeli. He said that Israel goes to impose or to gain control over Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. And this is a sensitive issue for Palestinian and Jordan and the whole Muslim.
Means that Hamas already got an information where Al-Aqsa they're gonna capture Al-Aqsa.
Yeah, he said that clearly in his
Before
speech.
that happened, this may be why Hamas are so all out with this
they get
attack.
This information, and according to this information, they start their attack, and a lot of other reasons. He mentioned we can come to that all during our.
Sure. Dr. Ihab, were you, as a Palestinian in Gaza, in West Bank, were you surprised by the attack? I mean, as a Palestinian, would you know like Hamas gonna all out and attack? Even Israel sort of didn't know that. Previously, after in Al Jazeera, they said usually the Israeli intelligence system kind of know that Hamas gonna attack, but this time they were caught by surprise. And I think the fight between Hamas and Israel forces are really, really, strong. In some of the area in Israel. What do you say about the attack?
Maybe I am surprised about the time and location, but I'm not shocked about this one because, as Dr. Wesam said, we are talking about 20 years of siege, and this pressure will be exploded. One day will be exploded. We are talking about daily aggression by this government, and they already allow the Jewish extremists to do what they need to do. So for me, as I'm a Palestinian in West Bank, maybe I have a different story, as Dr. Wesam already said. For me, I'm living in Nablus. This is one of the hot places in West Bank. And since 1 year, I can tell you there is no safety at all. Every night, we just suppose or guess that the extremist Jewish will come to our home. Why? Because at night they already just come protected by the army, Israeli army. They're trying to attack houses. They already killed too many cases. They already fire a family, a full family. They already fire while they are sleeping, without any or trying to judge them, or even the main killer, the criminal who already arrested. After 2 months, they already release him. For me, if I need to come from one city to one city, I already forward my family, because I will not come back to this family. Why? Because maybe the Jewish will cross the way or kill me, attack me. Every day we already have a different plan. So as Dr. Wesam said, you cannot have a long plan what I can do tomorrow. Day by day basis. If we are still alive, inshallah we can talk. So if anyone absent, the first immediation you come to, maybe he already killed or arrested. And this is not a human life. Cannot be patient. Even that, this attack is different. We know it's different because this is the first time that the Palestinians come to the 48 land. This is what called Israel. This is a Palestinian 48 land that already occupied by the Israeli, and they already established their cities after they already destroyed the Palestinian villages. So we know this, for example, Siderot and Mufgaim and this area, there was a village under this one. They already destroyed and they built their villages there. So we know this is the first time the Palestinians come to this land, and they already fight.
Which is their own land.
Yes. Of course. They already come to this street that where they was living there. This is the first time, and there is too many reasons, as they already announced, why we already start in this time, very critical time. We have to start, because if we didn't start tomorrow we will defeat ourselves inside Gaza, because they already have critical information that the Israeli already coming after the holy days. They already have now their daily or annual holidays, what they call it, Al-Arsh. And after that, directly, the government already decided to start the attack. So they have to start. But avoid this information. They already have too many reasons for that. The main one of them, Beit al-Maqdis. Beit al-Maqdis, during these holidays, they told them, don't cross the red line. The Beit al-Maqdis, Masjid al-Aqsa, is a red line for all Muslim, not only for Palestinian. And you already insulting all the Muslim Ummah while you are doing this one. They already come inside the Beit al-Maqdis. They already do their sacrifices. They already do their prayers inside Beit al-Maqdis. Even though the soldier already come inside al-Mihrab. They come to the Mihrab with their shoes. Even they already hit the girls. They already insult the females. Even all the media already show that. No one talk about that. No one talk about that. They already warned the Israeli, don't do that. You have to respect the Muslim, and they don't care about the Muslim. In the same time, we are talking about the prisoners. We have some cases 40 years in jail.
Imprisoned.
Yeah, they already die in jail. No one talk about them. Too many cases, too many names, big name leaders. They already die inside the prisons, and no one in this world talking about the human rights. No one talking about the Palestinian rights. Where is the international law? No one
this would explain why the Hamas captured some prisoners of war.
Yes,
to ask for all the prisoners who has been
not only Hamas, all the Palestinians know that the only tools we have it to exchange, to get these persons and prisoners outside the jail. We have to make exchange deal. Only way. Because we already have not only Shalit, the last one, we have too many cases in the Palestinian history. The only, the only way how we can free these people through the prisoner exchange. So, and at the same time, we are talking about Gaza. Gaza is a bomb. You have to give them their rights. Many of the soldiers who are now fighting inside the surrounding now, we are talking about some names we already hear. We are talking about 20 years, 19, 21. So they already born under the siege. Under the siege, they already born and grow up under the siege. So they have to know that this human, he already have a right. Why there is no one in this war talking about Palestinian? And even when they already start hearing that there is some Israeli already killed from US, Europe, and everywhere, they start, why you have to take care about Israel? What about Palestine?
Yeah.
They are human also. They are looking for rights. There is no clean water.
It seems like the life in Gaza has been normalized, which is not normal.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like when you look at it, it's normal, but which is not. Human don't live like that.
Yes, of course. No electricity. They already have 4 hour continuous.
Now I heard Israel cut.
They already cut at full cut now. But before that, they what already considered normal, 4 hour. 4 hour come, 4 hour cut. 4 hour come, it's no clean water. Most of the Gaza Strip people, they don't have clean water. They have to buy clean water.
I saw a video from Al Jazeera that they have put something in the waters used by Gaza, like a particle, so that it is dangerous. I saw it in Al Jazeera. It must be true, or else, it won't be shown. That's how they want to, sort of harm the lives of people in Gaza.
They try to just clean the life in Gaza. If you need to be safe, just leave the land. And Gaza people, they said, no more refugee. We will not leave this land. Khalas.
But it's funny when Benjamin Netanyahu said that to all the Gazan, please leave Gaza because they got attacked. They said, but how Gaza want to leave the place when they are being imprisoned?
It doesn't make sense, actually, because the Gazans will not leave their place. Even if they want, if some people want to leave, they don't have any destination to go. Okay, they live under the siege. He blocked Netanyahu. He blocked Gaza, okay, and then asked the people to leave. How to leave while there is a blockage? And during the all escalation which happened before, we saw that through the media and on the land, the people get back to Gaza, not leave Gaza. With all what happened, with all the attacks and kills and everything and destroyed, the people get back to Gaza, not leave Gaza. So this is like a joke. The people, the Gazans, will not leave Gaza to anywhere, to any place else, because this is their land.
That's their land.
This is their land, and they only want to live as a normal people. This is the only thing they need. They want to live as a normal people. They want their freedom, let's say that. They want the border to be open. They want the free access to other places if they want to travel, if they want to trade. All our trading, it must come through Israel. If we want to buy something from China or to get something from Malaysia, it should go through Israel, and then Israel release that to Gaza. How that can happen? How leave 2 million or more than 2 million people in Gaza and 3 million something in West Bank? We speak about 5 million people or more. They live in this situation. If you want to buy something, if you want to import or export, you have to go through the Israeli border, and your products captured by the Israeli, checked by the Israeli, and then released if they want to release it. When we speak about the farmer, let's say that products like dairy or something like that, these products need immediate traveling, need free time or less time to get from place to...
Or else he will gone off.
Yeah, from place to another place. If they capture this for 1 month, for example, it will spoil.
They deliberately capture it.
Yeah, it will spoil. So it doesn't make sense to live like that. I think, from my opinion, all these things and all this situation led to this. If we want to go back to the speaks by the Palestinian leaders, they mention some reason why they launched this attack. As we said, Al-Aqsa at first, they said that Al-Aqsa, number one. Second, the settlement in West Bank. Israel planned to put 2 million Israelis in West Bank to build new settlement there, and to put 2 million settlers in West Bank.
And they want Palestinians to evacuate their home, like what they did in Sheikh Jarrah. Same.
Same. Sheikh Jarrah in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
It's by the same way. Every time or every month, they cut more land.
Kick out Palestinian.
Kick out
from
Palestinian from their home, or even if there is any empty land, let's say that. But this land belongs to one of the Palestinian, as a farmland or something like that. They take over this land and start to build a new settlement there, and bring some settlers to start their life there. The idea is to occupy more land, more Palestinian land from West Bank. They focus more now on the West Bank, on this plan. So the first thing is Al-Aqsa. Second, settlement activity in West Bank. Third, the prisoners. We have about more than 6,000 Palestinian prisoners in the Israeli jails, most of them without reasons. Last, the Gaza blockage. All these reasons maybe led to this attack by Hamas.
Yeah. Okay. Let us go back in context, because my next question, I want to ask, what's next for Gaza and Palestinians? the Zionist has been stealing Palestinian land since early 1900, and slowly with the British, they come together and you know, created the Israeli that we have today in 1948. So it's actually, they don't have any consent from the Palestinian or Arabs. So they just created by the UN in 1948. The Arabs fight for it. There's a war in 1967. There's also another war in 1980, Intifada, and so on, as you explained. But one thing about the Israelis, they are waiting for this. They are waiting for Hamas or whoever to attack, so that they're going to attack back and take the land. That has been their strategy, to get back the land. So, as you said, and when Netanyahu said that get out from Gaza because we want to attack, I see that it's just one of, you know, Zionist devious plan to take over Gaza, because they want Gaza to go out. I mean, that has been the strategy by the Zionist. So, looking at the attack by the Zionist right now, can Gaza hold on to the attack, and can Hamas fight? I mean, I'm talking about the reality of what's happening for Gaza right now.
Okay, let me at beginning.
I will go back to you after that. The same question.
Disagree with you when you said Israel wait until the Palestinian attack, and then they take this as a reason to launch their attack and to gain
take
more
the land.
Take the land. I don't agree with this idea. Why? Because it's the first time actually for the Palestinian to start attack.
Yeah.
Previously, all the attacks was started by Israel. If we speak about the recent history, not the deep history, in 2008 Israel started the attack. 2012 Israel started the attack. 2014 Israel started the attack. 2021 Israel started the attack. So there is no idea here if we speak
that the Hamas starting the
Hamas
attack.
starting, so they can take this as a reason to capture more or to take over more land. There is no
Israel has
sense.
been attacking.
Yeah. Usually Israel attacks without any reason. They don't need any reason. If we want to do anything, they just go and do. Why they did that? Because of the world we live right now. They gain support from most of the countries over all the world. No one speak with Israel. Okay, but at the same time, if the Palestinians do any action just to defend themselves, they become terrorists, they become bad peoples, they become like what we hear nowadays or right now. So the idea here is because of all what happened before, the Palestinians start to defend themselves. Let's say that. Previously, they have been attacked and then defend themselves. Now, because of some reasons, they said about that, okay, the Hamas leaders, even as I told you, the Palestine Authority, the Palestinian president, he said that Palestine has the right to defend themselves in his last talk. So all of that actually led to this attack by Hamas. But it doesn't make sense if Hamas attacks, so they give a reason for
him
Israel
to take
more
the land. Dr. Ilhad, what do you think of what is the future for Gaza next? I think if you look at Israel pounding Gaza like never before, do you think Hamas will keep fighting and the Gaza people will? In simple, what Gaza will face in the next few days?
What is coming? No one can expect what is coming just in even 1 minute. But what I can tell you, the Israeli government, this extremist government, they try to excel Hamas to be alone. So they try to empty the cities. For example, they already sent now some messages to Bet Hanun and Bet Lai. This is Shuja'iyya. This is the border area, to leave their land, their houses, to keep the fighters alone, so that they will try to kill them, to make it easier for them to kill them. But Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, as we see that the people already give the fighters, and not only Hamas, all the military groups, they already protect them and support them. And this one, it will be so difficult for the Israeli to get into Gaza. They have some plan, as we already read and hear, that they already gather now 10,000 Israeli soldiers around Gaza in 40 points, and they already started preparing for the real invade to Gaza. They are just waiting to recontrol the situation surrounding to Gaza to start the invasion. But we hope, inshallah Rabbil Alameen, they will not do this one. Hamas told them, we are so happy to come. If you come, you will see what you cannot imagine. But the problem now, what we already see it with the airplane, they didn't stop their strike from the beginning. And this is the first time they already damaged the houses without warning. And this one make a high number of victims. So every house in Gaza, at least you already have 10, 15 people inside it. Because we are talking about 2.5 million inside this very small area. The houses is very close to each other. And the big family, each family already have 8 to 10 kids. So any house, any place you already hit it, you will get any victim. But Israeli, they already attack hospitals, they attack mosques, they already attack even school. The people already escaped to UNRWA school, and they already followed them to the UNRWA school and hit them school. UNRWA, just according to their statement, now they already have 74,000 refugees in their schools. They just try to found any place to give them the safety. But Israel told them there is no place in Gaza to save. And this one actually, it's very, very dangerous to the Israeli, because any human, when you already put them in the corner and told him, I will kill you, he has to defeat himself. You don't give him any other way. So I need to defeat myself, and the Israeli will face a very difficult situation if they already get into Gaza. And Hamas already promised about that, and we know some cases before in 2014, 2021, what already happened with the Israeli. So far we already have in Gaza 4 soldiers, the result of 2014. And we hope, inshallah, it will be a good news coming, inshallah.
Would we see help from neighboring Arab country? Would Hezbollah, I know with the smile, I know that the answer may be no, but it seems like Hezbollah want to help. It seems, I mean, the report from Al Jazeera says that they starting to bring like limited scale bombs to the borders in Israel. Would you think that, because sorry to say, Arab countries is known to not being helpful at all. You know, if you look at the news, you can see how decisive America to support Israel. How Biden said that, we are with Israel, and how even the British said that. But we haven't. I don't know. There's no statement from the Arab Muslims.
The Western countries has a clear, actually, statement about this escalation. Since 100 years, not from now, they fully support Israel, even when the United Nations make some announcement related to Palestine and two-state solutions, and Israel didn't accept that. The Israeli gained support by US and UK and Western countries, so they let Israel to do whatever it's want, and we know that the Palestinians know that. For the supporting from the neighboring countries, the Arab people still love Palestine and support support Palestine, even Malaysia, Indonesia, in all Muslim countries, the Palestinian can feel that support and feeling. But when it's come to, let's say that, to militant action or military action, no. All is has their own reason to don't go through anything of these. So we don't expect as Palestinian more than political action, let's say that,
Political rhetoric, and they say that
statements,
that.
yeah. And the Palestinians in Gaza know that actually. They don't wait for anything. At least, so this is their war. They know how to deal with it by their experience with the Israeli. I don't think they expect anything from outside. At least the normal support by the usual actions by most of the countries. I can come to your question. What is going next, or what is coming?
But if I
next?
can just add here, we don't expect from the governments. We are waiting for the Muslim and all Ummah to support and give their solidarity to Palestine. Of course, this is their wajib and their duty to support and give the full support as a background and as a back to the Palestinian. Palestinian alone, they are so weak. The Palestinian with all Muslims and all Arab and all the freedom who already support the Palestine, we already feel that we are strong. But of course, we don't expect from the government they will send their troops to fight Israel, because we know that these governments, they already take their order from the US and America policy, and we saw some statements from some governments. We are so sad to hear like this statements, but from the Muslims, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, since long time, we already have the support, the continuous support to the Palestinian and to Hamas and all the military group. We are not talking about only the money. We are talking about even by dua, by prayers, by any suitable way that you can give it to support the Palestinian. We are waiting for that, and this is the right time to give the support and to show your solidarity to Palestine. Without that, the situation will be difficult. And the Israeli now, they already try to show that we are a victim. To reach to this point, to reach to Muslim and all the Arab, that Hamas already start, and this is your fault, why you already started if you cannot do it. But we already start the time. But the Israelis start this one long time ago. But in this time, we said enough. We cannot be patient more than that. And this is the right way to give the support to Palestine from all the Muslim and our Ummah, inshallah.
Okay, Dr. Wesam, do you want to say about Gaza? What's next?
My expectation, actually we have a statement by the Prime Minister, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He said they are in war, and he gathered all his army and bring them to the south, to the Gaza border, and we expect actually these attacks will continue for a long time. For how long? No one can know exactly for how long they can do that. But during this attack, they face something unexpected. Let's say that something new. They never faced this before. This kind of attack. We speak about 700 Israeli were killed in one day.
Yes.
More than 100 were captured and taken to Gaza. More than 2,000 of Israeli wounded or injured in one day. So the situation is quite difficult. how long this war will continue, we don't know exactly. But we hope to find some solutions by the end for the situation. There is a lot of Arab countries, if we want to speak about that, they start to talk to Hamas and Israel at the same time. Even the US, they contacted Egypt and they contacted Qatar, and they spoke to them to speak to Hamas to try to find a solution. Is there is the situation at this time is let's say that can lead to a result in the future maybe, but it will take some time.
Yeah. You talk about the solution, the one-state solution, the two-state solution. Is it gone? Is there still hope for that? I mean, one-state solutions means that, you know, Palestinians should get back their land because it is their land. You know, prior 1948, it is their land. The two-state solutions means that, you know, let us give Israel some land and Palestine another land. But the question is, you know, since when? 1948, 1967, and so on. So would that still on the table, the one-state, two-state solution, two-state solution? What do you think?
We don't think that one of the solution like this one.
Yeah.
This is land not for Palestinians. This land for Muslims. For this is ard waqf. This is waqf. No one can give Israeli right to take it. But when we are talking about solution, we are talking about a temporary solution that we have to gain our rights. We are talking about Beit al-Maqdis. No one have the right to separate it between Muslim and Israel. And now the Jewish, they already start implementing some of steps on the ground for the division. And this is very dangerous. We saw what already happening in Hebron. Now Muslim cannot pray in Ibrahimi mosque. Why? Because it become Israeli mosque. But no one have the right to take Beit al-Maqdis. Beit al-Maqdis is a red line. No one take this one and no one can talk about this one. We are talking about a prisoner. We have 7,000 prisoners in jail. Enough for them. They have to get their freedom. We have kids, 300 kids under the age. Even in the international law, they don't have the right to be in prison. But the Israeli don't look to this one. And I know the situation in a prison. When we are talking about the prisons and the Israeli jail, we are talking about any humanity at all. And now the new prime minister, the new minister, he already have a crazy idea. They will kill them inside. No visits, no suitable food, no clothes, and situation become terrible. And no one care about them. They are dying. Every day they are dying. Even in the clinic, the Israeli clinic, any problem you face it, any problem, they only give you aspirin, to Panadol, only aspirin. You told them, my tooth, aspirin, my head, aspirin, my aspirin. So you are dying. And no one told them. And we are talking about, not about something, no one. We are talking about leaders. We are talking about leaders. They are since 40 years. No one care about them. Mahmoud Isa, in one room, 2 meter with 1 meter, since 12 years, alone. No one talking about him. His mother, his father already died without visits. We have Marwan Barghouthi, we have Ahmed Sadat, the big names and big leader in jail. And this is the time and right time to say enough. They have to get their freedom. And we have Gaza. Gaza almost 20 years. They already live and die in siege. And they only have the Rafah checkpoint with Egypt. And even if you think to go out, you have a long queue. Long queue. 6 months, 7 months. And you have to pay. It's very expensive and very, very terrible procedure until to get only to come into Egypt. And how come? This is not life. Even we have a student here in USIM. I don't know them. They already almost graduated. I cannot meet them face to face. Why? He told me, long queue, I cannot come. And the Egyptian, they didn't allow me. The Israeli already don't allow me. So this is not a human life. And I remember just one of kids, they already come with their parent. And they already just looking to, we was visiting him, and they already looking to the electricity and asked their father, when they will cut down? Because they cannot imagine that in one place there is a full electricity. When the electricity will cut off?
They got used to, having a rationed electricity.
It's become as a real life for them. And this is enough. They already 2 million and almost half in this life for 17 years. And no one care of them. And because now Hamas and the other groups, they already say enough, all the world said, where is the right of Israel? And we have some American already killed in the attack. We have too many Palestinians already hold the U.S. nationality and already killed, and now in prison, and no one talk about them. No one talk about them. Why is this
double standard?
Unfair? Why?
Yeah. Yeah, Doctor, this is my last question to you, and I will get back to you. I believe that Gazan have the fighting spirits that won't die, and I think all of them, are not leaving even when Netanyahu said they're going to attack Gaza. They want to stay and they want to fight. So what would you say, representing people from Gaza, what is the spirit right now? How do they feel about what's happening?
Well, I can't actually speak about the Gazans while I'm outside.
Yeah.
Okay, no one can imagine the situation inside until you live, you be there. I was there in 2014. I live under the attack and the war in 2014. It was not easy. Okay, you sleep and you don't know if you will wake up alive or you can be get died during your sleeping. You wake up, you can't go out of your house because anybody, any movement outside can be attacked or can be considered as a target by the airstrike or any other kind of attack. So the situation is not that easy, but the people there, they have, let's say that, most of the people, let's say that they have Iman. So they feel that this is our destiny. If Allah put us in this situation, we have to be patient until to have our rights by the end, or to get alive after this action. It's different between one to another one, how he looked to this situation. Some of people, they lost all their families there. As we heard on the news today morning, there is houses. Gaza is a crowded place. We speak about 2 million people in a small, densely area. Okay, so more than 2 million, 2.2 or 2.3 million of people are living in this crowded area. So one house can have 20 or 30 people there. So when they attack this house, you can imagine 20, 30 people will killed at once. The grandfather, mother, father, brothers and sister and their kids, all of them can be died in one attack. And this happened today and yesterday. A lot of families killed in all of them were killed in one attack. So the people pray and the people ask Allah to give them the patience, the freedom, okay, by the end of this, and I hope that. At the other side, for the fighters, no one can see them, actually. Okay, this is the strange thing in Gaza. they are all of them in their positions where the normal people in Gaza, they don't know where they are. Okay, so even their situation is not easy. I'm sure. I'm sure about that. But this is their destiny. Okay, and they fight to defend themselves, to defend their countries, to defend their families, as well. As Dr. Ihab mentioned, some of them born on siege. Okay, so they don't know anything outside this small, densely area. They don't know anything. They born and live in this cage, let's say that, okay, under this siege. And the Israeli think that it's okay. Why they don't accept to live this life? We give them like some foods, like a chicken cage. When you put some chicken inside a cage and you feed them with some food and water, and you expect the people accept the chicken situation. This is their mind. This is how they think. They feel that we give them some food, we give them some little bit of ability to move or to work or to do blah blah blah. Who you are to make yourself as a judge to put all these people in this cage, and you want them to accept this situation? This is actually what happens in Gaza.
Thank you, Dr. What you have in 3 minutes? What's your hope, and how would you explain? I know that you are here, but you can't represent how Palestinian feels. But what's your hope for the next for Palestinians in their land?
I hope, inshallah, Rabbi Ameen, that inshallah soon I will see the Palestinians already gain their freedom, and they already have their full right to live as all human in this world. I know the difficult situation, and we already contact many of our friends in Gaza. The situation is scary and so complicated. Of course, they don't have the same preparation like the Israeli. The Israeli, of course, they already have their aircraft, they already have their tank, and all the support from the world. But the Palestinian already supported by Allah. And inshallah Rabbi Ameen, they will, Allah will not let them alone. And we hope inshallah Rabbi Ameen that with the support of all Muslim and our brother in this ummah, the time will be so limited until this war will be ended. Of course, no one like to die. No one like to die. We already come to this life to live it as normal. But if the Israeli already force us to give our life to our ummah, we will not hesitate about that. And this is not only me, all the Palestinians already have this message. And inshallah Rabbi Ameen, soon together we will be in Bayt al-Maqdis praying there, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Dr. Ihab. Thank you so much, Dr. Wesam. Let us pray for Palestinians. Let us pray for the fighters who want to get back their rights in fighting the occupiers, the Israel, the Zionists. And we hope that the solutions going to reach the Palestinians who are facing such difficulties right now as we speak. Thank you so much. Till the next program. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.